Hey everyone, just wait to see who's going to be joining here. I am going live at 7 o'clock, so that's in 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm just going to share this to my personal page, and then we can go through the work. Looks like someone has joined. Hello. And we still have a couple minutes, so we'll just bear with me, and we will start the live stream right around. Hey Tina, you made it. I think I missed you the last couple live streams, so it's good to see you. Having a little issue here sharing this to my personal page, so let's see if I can get that done. Yeah, it looks like someone else has joined. If you want to say hello, type in your info. Yeah, Tina, you know it. So I'm just going to share this quickly. It's not... Facebook continually changes. Hey, Mike, continually changes all of their interfaces. And if I click on this to share it, it's not letting me do it. So we'll just abandon that and move on. So if anyone wants to share this live stream, please do so while it's happening, and I'll share it later. So it looks like we got a few more people joining. Chris, hey, is it Marin? Hey there, what's going on? I'm hoping that everyone's having a good autumn so far, and we'll just wait a minute or two while a few more people join. I'm gonna put this up since it was completely useless, and we can get started. So it's the off season, or kind of, I guess you would say, the shoulder season here in Provincetown, and things are quieting down. It's definitely gotten cooler. I'm wearing a little jacket here in the studio only because it's obnoxious to have the heater running for noise. So, hey Anita, good to see you. So I am want to welcome you to the 7th live stream of the season. So this is, let's see, in October, we started in April, so quite a number of live streams. This show is called Reflections, and it's a bunch of abstract pieces. So just for anyone who would join later or watch this on replay, I'm James Frederick. I'm an artist. I live here in Provincetown, and I work here as well. This is my studio and my gallery. And I am a painter, an illustrator, and a cartoonist. And while I paint representationally and abstract. My heart and soul is in abstract work, and started painting a little more representationally once I moved here because everything was just so gorgeous. I felt like I just wanted to capture it. So in the last few years, my abstract work has come back to the forefront, and this is my 3rd show of abstract work. There was a fully abstract show earlier in the season, and then one that I call more kind of on the border or on the line between representational and abstract, really what I call referential. That large piece on the wall behind me, way back, the big one, is what I call referential abstract, where you really get a sense of like water and sky, but it's not that detailed. So, just to let you also know that I have a new iPhone, so I don't know, you might be able to see everything a lot clearer, but it weighs, it's heavier, and the camera is in a different place on the phone, and so while it's on my tripod, it's lopsided a little because the weight of the camera isn't equally balanced because of where they've located the buttons. Anyway, it's way TMI, too much information, but This is my first live stream with this new device, so bear with me. So this is October 8th, and I originally was doing, my schedule this year has changed a lot through the course of the season. And at one point, I think when I gave you the last live stream show, I told you I was going to do wood panels tonight. And then, I've had this amazing season, this like really great year. And I was just being a bit reflective about my journey here and how amazing it is that I've had the reception that I've had, and that that my work is collected, and that I'm actually a successful artist here in Provincetown with this gallery. And it was just floods of emotions, and I was overwhelmed with the idea of it all, and I felt compelled to paint about it. That's what I do. So this show is called Reflections, and it's abstract work instead of the wood panels I was going to show you, but it's really so that I can express that joy that I have found here in the 8 years that I've lived here. This is my 8th summer and the 7th year for my studio. So these pieces will cover, things like connection and expression, the passion, the peace, the solace, just all the different things that I've found here. There's a lot of introspection and grace. So I have 11 pieces to share with you, and I will jump right in. But before I do, I just want to remind you that abstract work is from me painting from like a memory or an emotion, and it's not going to be representational. And you may see something in it that I didn't even think about while I was painting it, and you may never see what I thought of when I painted it. So in a bit of a way, these pieces are vehicles for you to see what you want to see, what you need to see, and for me to express what I was feeling. So I'm going to give you some information about what I was thinking while I was painting these, but I'm not going to give you a lot. And if you feel like you want more information, just type into the comments, and I will tell you a little bit more about what I was thinking if one of these is piquing your interest. So just a reminder, in the description of this live stream is a link to my website so that you can look at any details, sizes, and information about any of these pieces. They're all included, and they're all up live in my online store, which is what the link will take you directly to. So let's get started. I'm going to move the camera around like I do, and hopefully with the new iPhone, it won't be as awkward as I'm afraid it's going to be. So yep, I'm going to adjust this a little bit. This is the first piece, and it's one of the key pieces of the show. It's 24 by 24, and I call this piece Finding Voice. And it's really about expression and about me finding my voice here in Provincetown as an artist. So this has some of my trademark aspects, features, which is this kind of brush dragging that I do that creates this lovely texture. I love to expose this tooth of the fabric so that you can get the excitement and the energy from that. Just like in the past, I will come in and give you some close-ups of this. I love the contrast in this particular piece, the lights and darks, the opposites in color, the blue and orange, which does become a bit of the hallmark of my work, especially with abstract work. So that piece is called Finding Voice. And now we'll be able to adjust this camera and keep it kind of at a higher level for the rest. And please let me know if there are any questions I have all this planned out, but it looks like I'm standing in the shadow. So once again, this piece is called Fervor Found, and it's 20 by 20. And this piece is actually the piece I used to promote the show. And it's all about the passion that I found here. And so obviously the color represents that. It's hard for me to get a read on this new iPhone if the color is interpreted very well, but there's lots of really rich reds and oranges and golden hues and little specks of blue. So as we go closer, you can see that texture. Yep, this one is called Fervor Found. And I know I said that I won't give you a lot of information, but I do want to say, because the Independent newspaper and a few other people who've come in here have sworn that they think that this is the monument. Okay, it's James. Hey everyone. It's James, and the wireless went down. So I'm hoping that you are all rejoining. And if you're not, I am just going to go ahead and take you through the rest of these. So it looks like a few folks are joining in. I'm doing this with my cellular service, so I hope the bandwidth will work. But hey, Lori. I don't know if you saw the first live stream, but there was a few minutes where I talked a bit about these pieces, and you can always go back and revisit that. I'm not going to go back through all of that. So I'm happy people are rejoining. So the live stream went down. The internet access went down after I shared the first two pieces, and I'm going to share the other 9. I may be able to cobble this together at some point. But for any of you that missed it, this was the first piece that I shared with you. And this was the second piece. This is this whole weird backwards thing. So, yep, that one's Fervor Found. And now we were just on to the third piece, which is this piece. And this piece is 16 by 16, and it's called Going Deep. And I love how rich this one feels. I'm hoping that people are still out there. So it looks like we're picking up a few more people, and we'll see if this works. I'm hoping that the bandwidth is enough on cellular because the internet wireless network is down. So I apologize. Hey Anita, you made it back. Thank you. So, oh, thank you, Delbert. Yes, I love that piece as well. This larger piece is called Rendezvous. And it's a bit about the connection that I have found here. And it's 30 by 30. And it's about the connection, the crisscrossing of lives and paths, the connection that my art affords me with people. So yeah, all of these pieces, if you're just joining and if you didn't see the first part of this feed, are about what I have found, my reflections of what it's been like to live here these last 8 summers working and painting. So this next piece is called Grace and Glory, and it's 16 by 16, and it's really about the grace. You know, some would say that it's from kind of a higher level that I feel here with being blessed to be able to do this kind of work and to be able to share it with you. And the glory is about how it's really about the grandeur of the ability to express what I feel. So this is called Grace and Glory. And I can go in for some details. I didn't on the last couple, and I apologize for that. But yeah, I love some of these little moments in that piece. There were a lot of those as well in this piece. I love the little sparkle of orange that I often bring to a field of blue-gray. So let me know if anyone wanted detail on anything that I missed. So sorry, a little discombobulated tonight because of the interruption in service. So this piece is 30 by 36, and it's called Afloat. And it's really about how I feel so supported and buoyant here, you know, in Provincetown. If you can imagine, all of these components are holding me up. And this is called Afloat. So it's 36 by 30. And the next one is a really simple piece. This piece is called Harmony, and it's 16 by 16. And it really speaks to the solace that I find here. And although it's a vibrant piece, I find it very calming. There's this gorgeous little aqua line running through this amazing field of orange and red. So that one's called Harmony. Thanks, Frank. And the next piece is called Freedom Found. And it's a bit of a companion piece, at least in size, to Fervor Found that you saw at the beginning of the show. But this piece for me really represents kind of the overall freedom of expression and freedom of nature and just overall freedom that I feel here. It's like I can be me. I mean, part of it is the affirming quality of Provincetown, but it's called Freedom Found. I'm seeing a lot of hearts and a lot of thumbs up, so that is cool. Thank you, everyone. So you're gonna have to bear with me. I hope this is working out with the live stream bandwidth, because I'm doing it as I've never done before on the cellular network. So we'll see. So I'm going down so that you can see these next pieces. So bear with the camera. And there we are. So these pieces, these three pieces are very small. They're 3 by 3, or I'm sorry, 6 by 6 each, and there's 3 pieces. And this one is called Escape. And this piece is called The Climb. And this piece is called Near Time. And they work as a series, but I think that they all stand alone separately as well. But they all speak to different components of my journey here. So these are the 3 minis included in the show. So I'm gonna take you guys back up. So this is the little detail of my large piece, a choppy day for a paddle, which you have seen. I love this freaking piece. It's one thing about this this iPhone is that normally anything I put on this wall gets blown out with my old phone, and with this phone, you get to see the whole thing, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that's choppy day for a paddle. So I'm so sorry about all of the craziness with the internet. So, did I miss any questions? Oh, thanks, Frank. Yeah, I love those. And they're great. They can sit on a shelf. You know, they can go anywhere, which is cool. Oh, hey, Tom. Yeah, I'm not sure who's been jumping in and out. It doesn't look like there's a lot of people in the room, but there's a lot of comments. So I'm happy for the support, everyone. So I just wanted to step back and talk to you. Happy that you joined. I'm so sorry that it went down mid show, and but hopefully it'll work out, because what can you do? So that's all of the pieces included in Reflections. And again, in the description, even in this one, as I quickly went back on, I was able to, I think, paste in the link to my online store. So you can check there for any more details on any of these pieces. The next live stream is November 12th, and it's called Light of Winter. And I'll be sharing again some description or more representational winter scenes that I do, and some that may be more on the borderline of referential, but really about the light here in the winter. And that's November 12th. And then I also just wanted to give you all a little plug for, looks like people have been texting me telling me that I'm frozen, which is good to know. But I wanted to give you a little plug for my website. So you can just go to frederickstudioprovincetown.com. You can link to it in any of my platforms, any of my profiles, if you don't want to bother typing it all in. And if you go there, in this corner, there's a little icon for PAGA, and that's the Provincetown Art Gallery Association, which I'm a proud member of. And I just want you to be able to link quickly to that so that you can see all the amazing art that's here in Provincetown. And then at any point, you can always check when the next shows are on my events tab, which you can see here. And then you can actually, I put links to all of my shows so you can watch any of them. And there'll probably be 2 links for tonight's show since it was 2 portions. And so that's always there as well. And then I wanted to talk a minute, if we have a minute, about my wood panels, because I was going to show you those. So those are all here on the website too, and you can check them out. There's actually a tab for wood panels. So my website's full of information and work and access actually to my online store, which you can then shop and buy any of that stuff. So, hey there. Okay, are there any other questions? No. So you get to see a little bit more of the studio. This is where a lot of the representational work that's left from the season has kind of accumulated to make room for the new abstracts. And here are the wood panels. And this is me signing off. So unless anyone has anything question-wise, I want to thank you for joining once again and apologize for the technical difficulty. And I will see you in 5 weeks on November 12th.